Well, hello. It is December 3rd of 2018, and I am in front of the property at 3806 Cinnamon Crest. So we're going to walk this property, and I'm going to be giving some suggestions for future enhancements, as well as things that I think need to be done in order to get it in rent-ready condition. The first thing I want to say is we are in a beautiful part of the Las Vegas Valley. This is the Summerlin area, so it is master planned. That means anything we want to change has to be not only approved by this HOA, the community HOA, but by the master plan HOA of Summerlin. I bring that up because the first thing we're looking at is we have grass front yard. So when we have grass front yard, that's going to mean that we have to have a landscaper in place while we are converting the grass to rock. It takes anywhere from 3 to 4 months for both those HOAs to approve any change that we want to do. My recommendation is that we try and change this from grass to a rock. So I will get some of those estimates for you. It'll be a separate estimate because it does have to be done by a landscaper that's licensed, bonded, that gets approved by the HOA of Summerlin and also this community HOA. So the first thing is we're going to need to have a landscaper once it goes vacant coming over every other week to maintain this grass. So that'll be deducted out of whatever net you would be making from the rent. But it will look pretty once it's rockscape. We'll leave the tree. We'll put a little barrier around there, and then we'll do a different kind of rock to accentuate what's already there. We are looking at right now where I don't think we have to do anything with this. It looks nice. It's been painted recently, and there is a little bit on the inspection report we should check. There's a little bit of a bend right here in the garage door. Let's just make sure that that's opening and closing correctly as per your inspection report. Now remember, I am only looking at this and talking about cosmetic items. So you are going to want to look at that inspection report. If I haven't commented about it, that's because the inspector has seen something that I wouldn't have known. I'm not turning anything on. Everything for me is just cosmetic. So I do like this entry. This courtyard area is really quaint and cute with all of this shrubbery here. This shrubbery should be pretty durable. It's just on bubblers, so as long as the bubblers are on, this should continue to grow no problem. You know, obviously in the janitorial, the leaves will all get cleaned up, so it'll look nice and fresh. Front door looks good, so I don't think we have to worry about that. This is where my dilemma comes in. So you have this great front kitchen, and it has some really nice neutral ceramic tile that has been laid by the builder. It's not my favorite kind of tile. It's not as modern as what we've been putting down. However, it's in good condition. So I really don't want to spend money ripping this out to lay down tile for tile. What that means though is when it comes to this section, we don't have a lot of options on what we can do with this flooring to make it more durable, because anything we put here has to butt up against that existing tile. So we are going to be stuck for this time frame just replacing this carpet. So my suggestion is throughout the entire house, as you can see, it's very worn in areas, very stained in areas. We are in Summerlin, which is a caliber of people that are not going to put up with a stained carpet. We're just not going to be able to attract Summerlin tenants if we don't produce a very well looking house. So we're going to need to do some darker carpet, a little more on the, I wouldn't say dark brown, but a little darker than tan, the normal ones that we put in, so that it'll look good with our paint.
That's the name, balsam.
Okay, good. So that's what will be everywhere that you see where there's carpet, we're going to ask for it to be replaced. Everywhere that you're seeing walls, I want them to be repainted. We've got blue, we've got green, we've got some purple. We need to neutralize all the walls, and for the most part, the video is not going to show it to you, but the walls do look dirty, and I would say 80% of this house. So we do need to get just a nice, good, fresh paint. Directly above Taylor, and she'll show it to you, we have our AC return. It has never been cleaned, I don't think. So when John tries to clean that, he may in fact have to paint that again, but we are going to want that to be fresh and clean. So I'm going to start first going into the master, and then we will end in the kitchen, which is a little different, but we want to make sure that we have plenty of time to talk about the kitchen. This is your master. We are going to replace all window treatments except for in the kitchen. So every window that you see, we are replacing whatever's on there, whether they have a blind or whether they have a Hunter Douglas cloth drape, doesn't matter. We are replacing them with the 2.5-inch faux wood blinds, other than the ones that are in the kitchen. So new blinds, brand new paint, new carpet. Now let's talk about this vinyl. So this is definitely builder grade linoleum. The way you know is the back of this linoleum was marked with a red marker telling the builder what property it needs to go into, what lot, and over time it bleeds through. So these things right here have already bled through the bottom of the linoleum, just tacky. So what we want is we want to get some ceramic tile in this area, bring it on in through the master closet, because obviously why replace the carpet in there if we could do the ceramic tile in there. And then behind you, the seller has put up some kind of, not stained glass, but imitation stained glass plastic. So we're going to pull those off the windows, and then that's going to have a 2.5-inch faux wood white horizontal blind to match the rest of the blinds in the house. This bathroom will be painted. John's going to go ahead at no charge and just center this newer vanity light, which I actually really like, but it's a little off, so we're just going to center it while he's repainting. And that's really all that needs to happen for the most part. When the new ceramic tile is installed, that toilet will actually sit on it correctly. There won't be a bunch of gobbed caulk that is down there right now. That caulking is just nasty. So that'll all be new. So that'll look nice. There's also a blind in here, John, that will need to be changed out. So as we come in through here, this area at one point had a light. It has now been removed. We don't know why. The evidence of it is this dimmer switch over here. I don't really care if there's a light in this small little area, but just so heads up, dimmer switch, no light, and then that access panel will need to be painted because it's been kind of abused. We cannot figure out a way to get this light on at this time, but I do like that light, so I want that light to become operational. So whether it's the changing out of the bulbs or maybe a GFI that got popped or something, we do like that light. We want to keep it. I like this wallpaper for right now as well. A couple of places that need to be glued down. John can take care of that for us. We will leave this wallpaper for the renter. We'll just put an outlet cover there. We'll leave these blinds. John, you'll need to find, I don't think there's a slot missing. Okay, good. We'll leave these blinds. These two will be replaced as we've spoken about before. That bracket will be removed because we're obviously repainting, so that's not going to be reinstalled. All personal property, including these sofa seats and some picnic table and the chairs outside, they should all go with the seller. They should not stay here at the close of escrow. This is our den area. In here, new blind, and then with the new paint and new carpet, this will be fine. So now we'll move into the secondary bedroom, which, yes, is only one secondary bedroom. So technically this is a 2-bedroom with a den. Many door stoppers are missing. As a matter of fact, I think all of them are. I haven't seen one door stopper yet. So John will go through and make sure that those door stoppers are all reinstalled. This will have new carpet. This should have new ceramic tile. Other than that, there's really nothing we need to do in this bathroom because the toilet will sit on the new ceramic tile and it will be installed better than what it is right now. In this room, new paint, new carpet. I'm not upgrading this light fixture. I think it'll be fine for the secondary bedroom. We are going to remove these blinds, that rod, and then this will have the new 2.5-inch faux wood white horizontal blind. Now, let's go into the kitchen. Oh, and any smoke detectors, they'll all get replaced so that we have really good brand new smoke detectors so that nobody can say, hey, you had a fire and your smoke detector was outdated, so we're not going to take care of your fire claim. So here's our kitchen. Love this floor plan. I can stand here and literally see everything in the great room. Love the fact that the den is just around the corner. That could be a perfect office space for someone. There's a few things that this kitchen should in the future get updated on. We have the original ceramic tile countertops. They're in really, really good shape, so I don't want you to spend money on ripping these out at this time, but in the future, these should go to granite. That could be 4, 5, 6, 7 years in the future. My guess would be on the second set of tenants. Kitchen sink is in pretty good shape. It's got a couple chips, nothing that's going to stop us from running the property. So I think we're going to be fine. John's people, his janitorial people, are going to go in here and do the best they can to clean up anything on the ceramic tile that doesn't look quite white and fresh. So this will get a really good cleaning on it. So now let's go over here to this apartment fridge. So I'm wearing heels and like just barely at the top of this. So if I take off my heels, this is probably like a 5-foot fridge. This is not a very big fridge. I think for the Summerlin feel of a house, this fridge should go in the garage, and it should be a soda pop fridge or the extra fridge. And during the sale season, which is Christmas time right now, let us get a true double door 23 cubic fridge in here that's white. By doing that nicer fridge, you will elevate this appliance here and make these doable for right now. Because you can see there's been some wear and tear on this stove and oven range here. So John's going to find the other knob. That's not the problem. But we just have a little bit of wear and tear on this. With a new fridge, that's going to buy us a few more years on these appliances. Also, the dishwasher, just because of age, this has kind of got to the point where it looks a little more yellow than white. Again, a new fridge is going to let tenants go, oh, it's okay, I'll deal with that for right now. Cabinets all look great, so don't need to worry about cabinets. These are the 2 blinds that I would like to keep. They're kind of unique. They fold up onto themselves, and then you can secure them. They are washable, so I like that, especially in the kitchen in this dining room area, so I like that. All of these walls, again, will be painted. Any damage that you see on doors from a previous dog will be painted. And here is our laundry room. Happen to love the location of this. It is away from everyone, and it's an actual room. So you could put your laundry hamper here. You can, do some other things in here. Very, very nice. The noise of this is going to be away from TV viewing. So I actually think that's a really nice feature. This is a pantry, so it's great. It'll be used for in the kitchen. And then now we will come out to the garage. The first thing here in the garage is we're going to need to get rid of this. I know that this is normally an upgrade, but it's just going to cause problems in a rental. We want to remove this and we want to cap it. The reason we do that is because there's really no way to ever fix these items. They are a replacement that has to happen. So tenants, when they're used to it, will want us to replace it if it's here when they rent the property. So my suggestion is just get them out. When I was looking outside and I mentioned the garage door, there has been something that's been added to this garage door. This brace right here is new. That means something's going on. So really look at what's going on in that inspection report. Make sure this is going up and down correctly. Other than getting rid of the personal property things that are in here, like this, whatever this blue thing is, and any of the paints that we're no longer going to use, all of that can be removed, and then the garage will be fine. I know you see some dirtiness on the walls, but again, doesn't matter. A garage to a tenant, 90% of the time, doesn't even matter. That's where they're going to park the car. That's where they're going to stick their storage stuff. So having it be a little dirty is fine. Now we're going to end our video out in the back, where we again are facing grass. And grass in a rental, is never good. So what I would suggest is on the backyard, we don't have to get a bunch of approvals from the HOA. So John can eliminate this grass, remove it, put down a weed barrier, and then we can put some really nice big rocks. And these big rocks will be different than the rocks that are in the outside, and it's going to give it a good look. I would like to keep all the bushes that are alive. If there's anything that's totally dead, John will remove while he's doing his work. There are some bare spots in the area on the outside. I don't want you to spend money on that right now. I am spending a lot of your money on the flooring and the painting and the blinds and so forth. Let's do those first, and then maybe on the next tenant go around, we can do some more rocks to kind of freshen this all up. The new rock there will help this look better, so we should be okay. There are some garbage on both sides. I don't think we really need to show it to you, but that will all be removed as well when before we get it on the market to rent. We are going to put a globe on this outdoor light with a better light bulb. We don't like the coils, so there'll be a globe on this. So overall, I think the property is great. The rental aspect of it, I know that we had said $14.95 to $15.50. I'm going to go back to the office after this video now that I've actually walked it, seen it, know what we're going to be doing to invest in it. And I'm going to see if I can bump that up closer to a $1,600 rent. The reason I'm nervous about promising that is because you are just a 2-bedroom with a den. So I need to see what Summerlin area here has been able to push up on a 2-bedroom with a den. Hopefully we can get 16. This neighborhood is beautiful. I mean, convenience to the 215, Summerlin, everywhere in this neighborhood, that the houses are meticulously maintained. So I'm hoping we can push you up to that $1,600 mark. All right, that's it.